Welcome back. Well, our next guest is known as the Bug Whisperer, and he brought his creepy Crawley zoo into schools and even into Discovery World. However, since the pandemic, like many others, he's had to adjust his act.
That's right. We are thrilled to welcome Antonio Gustin, director of the Gateway Science Project, and he's also publisher of this My Science Diary, an activity book that kids can use during normal play to develop critical thinking skills. And Tony joins us now on the Morning Blend. Our producer told me you got some bugs crawling all over you.
He's already making me itchy.
Yeah, welcome to my world. This is my office, and I kind of do this stuff all the time.
Yeah, I can see. Is that one on your shirt? I can't tell if it's real or if it's embroidered.
Oh no, they're all real. I've got the Vietnamese walking stick here. This is a male jungle nymph. This is a female thorny devil. And these are not what we think of when it comes to walking sticks. This is more something that we see locally. Looks like a stick and it's harmless. These two are not harmless.
No, you're not freaking out at all, Tony?
No, it tickles a little bit right now. This one, ooh. Well, as I was saying, these are not like the normal ones we think of. And this is a female jungle nymph here. And as you heard her hiss probably off the camera, they can defend themselves pretty well. And this one has made me bleed on more than one occasion, and it's probably going to do it again.
Oh, so they can hurt you. They're not like your buddies and friends that they won't hurt you.
You are correct. I actually have scorpions that I'm much more comfortable holding than I am these guys here. But all these animals were part of the live show with the Creepy Crawly Zoo, and the kids got to take out and hold. Some of these needed a little bit of assistance in getting them onto the hands of the kids, but the whole point of the program was to get them really excited and then to want to go out in their own backyards and look for things like this.
So, Tony, tell us a little bit. We talked about the fact that you had the traveling live insect show. You were featured at Discovery World. You visited schools. Now that you're not doing that, you have this activity book, and you've sort of taken your mission to YouTube. So tell us how people, now that they're at home, how they can learn more about you and see all of this good stuff.
Well, I've transferred a lot of the videos over to the homepage of our website, which people are more familiar with at creepycrawlyzoo.com. Otherwise, the YouTube channel is Bug Whisperer, and we're doing a new series. It's COVID time. It's just me. There's no crew, no anything. It's all me in some old Halloween costumes. But the video series is going to be to accompany the book to show kids and parents what they can do in their own backyards. I mean, there's a lot of wonderful things as you step outside. And sometimes you don't really have to go beyond your backyard to find things that are really interesting.
It's pretty cool. And then you've got a new book too, and it's a science diary, right?
Yes, my first book has 4 pages of text. I get a kick out of saying that, but the rest is basically a blank coloring book with points of data for them to fill in. So when kids go explore, the first skill a scientist needs is the skill of observation. Every kid observes everything in their world. And we use insects as a hook because they're everywhere and they affect everything. And with this book, when they go out and explore and they draw pictures of what they saw and write things down like the date, the time, the weather, location, they are sciencing. And this is the beginning of developing critical thinking skills and scientific literacy. As Adam Savage said, the only difference between screwing around in science is writing it down. And that's all kids have to do.
See, I love that. And I love the fact that kids can just go into their own backyard and basically walk into a laboratory. You probably only need a few basic skills tools rather, to see bugs and insects and learn more about them.
A pair of eyes will do just fine.
So are there any bugs in Wisconsin?
Okay, I want to know if there's a bug that you don't like. There's no way you can like mosquitoes.
I hate mosquitoes. I hate them.
Is there anything you want to say about them or their bites?
They're just annoying. And, one of the new products out on the market that people might be interested is a product called Thermocell. It's a device that operates on a butane fuel and gives off a permethrin vapor. You don't put it on your skin, you don't put it on you, but it creates a barrier around you that keeps mosquitoes away. And I have tried this, and they make one for the patio, and it actually works very well.
No
So,
way. I'm so
yeah,
glad Tiffany asked you about that, because our producers always tease me because I'm so fascinated by mosquitoes, because I'm somebody who people say, oh, mosquitoes aren't even out, or oh, I'm not getting bit. And I'll be the person who goes home with 10 bites. So remind us what the name of that is again.
Thermacell.
Okay. And it creates a barrier, huh?
Yeah, it started as a product for deer hunters in the early bow season because mosquitoes are still out and you're trying to sit still. And it's nearly impossible when you're being swarmed by mosquitoes. And it's a little device you can wear and it creates this barrier. And I heard about it from hunters to begin with, and they swear by it.
Hmm. What's your favorite bug? Do you have I mean, I love lightning bugs, and this time of year they're everywhere, and I just think they're really beautiful. Even when they come near you and they may be a little annoying in your face, I just think they're so beautiful. You would never swat at a lightning bug.
I've seen kids panic, but yeah, normally once you learn, yes, you're totally correct. Lightning bugs are awesome. They decorate the night when you're just out in your backyard looking around. I'm a big fan of a lot of the giant silk moths, which you can find black lighting early in the season, like the cecropia moth, the luna moth, the polyphemus moth. They're huge. They're like this, and they're in our area. We just don't see them very often because they fly at night, and their caterpillars are enormous too, and they're also everywhere. They're just kind of hard to find, which is why we're producing this video series to show kids how they can find these kinds of things.
And we're going to give people details about that right now. It's so great to see you, Tony. I interviewed you many, many years ago when I was still in news, so it's wonderful to see you again. You have to join us again sometime.
Thanks, Tony.
Appreciate your time. Now get those bugs off of you. Ugh, it's freaking me out. All right, to find the activity book that we just mentioned called My Science Diary, to support Tony's nonprofit organization, or to watch his creepy crawly video series on YouTube, start by going to his website. There it is. It's creepycrawlyzoo.com.